Well, folks, it looks as though Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles has come to an end. I don't know. This sounds super dramatic, but it's been kind of hard for me to sleep. It's 3:50 a.m. at the time of me recording this. I had a completely different video planned for today, and I had it scripted and everything, recorded, edited, but I dropped it and decided I wanted to talk about Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which just had its finale last night. I was gonna say you guys should go support it and watch it. I watched it on television. I still have cable, but it's so hard to actually support the show. They've made it kind of hard to access, so I don't know if you'd go through the Nickelodeon app. I definitely don't say go to some website and just, illegally stream it. I know a lot of people, when they're asking for links to the show, that's the first thing they think to do, but I think it's important to actually support these shows, stream it on services that are going to, benefit those who worked on it and had a hand in creating these amazing stories and characters and things that we love. Yeah, I was really going to script this video, talk about, the actual plot of the show and where it ended up and all of that kind of stuff, but I just kind of wanted to get on the mic and be more authentic, speak about how I actually feel about the treatment of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and how it concluded. I won't dive into spoilers because I do want you guys to check out the show as a whole and the finale, but yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about it here. Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is a series that I was immediately worried about. I first heard about it, I was immediately thrown off because of the initial announcements of, Raph being older and the leader and all these changes that they were making. But really, as I sat on it and I heard more of the passion behind the projects, and they did that whole video where they revealed the designs of the characters, I was like, hey, this is actually kind of cool. It's stylistic and it's something fresh, it's fine. I think sometimes I get stuck in that bubble, and a lot of other people do as well, where they think it has to be how it always has been in terms of how these characters are depicted and the stories that are being told. And really, this show proved that it's okay to deviate from the norm every now and then. The show is very much a new take on the Turtles. Every single character has a new spin on it. All the storylines have a new spin on it, but the essence and the presence and the breath of life into this brand that makes Turtles is still very much present. It would be one thing had this been a soulless reboot, just a cash grab, same run-of-the-mill Turtles. They didn't put any effort into the animation, which, my goodness, this is one of the most beautiful action shows I have seen on cable television, dude. Like in 2020, we're getting an action show this beautiful, this good, with this much heart put into it, and it's gone, man. It's I'm all over the place. I think I've set up points that I wanted to talk about and they just fell flat. If there's a way to support this show in terms of watching it, I will link it down in the description below, but I just want to hear what you guys have to say. Just sound off in the comments, do everything you can to say thank you, for this iteration of the Turtles. I know not everybody vibed with it, but some of the Turtle fans that were really rocking with it, we got something great out of it. And for those that didn't like it, that are Turtles fans, those slots were filled in with new Turtles fans. Some people that didn't vibe with the iterations before were introduced to the brand through this. Some people's first interactions with the brand was through this. And just because it's different, just because it's silly, it's wacky, it embraces the medium of animation. It's not afraid of being what it wants to be. It's not afraid of its identity. I get it. The Mirage comics, the Eastman and Laird Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics, they were more serious. They were more tailored to a mature audience. And that was the first introduction of the Turtles to the world. At the same time, with it being so dark and gritty, it was a parody. You do realize it was a parody of Daredevil. It was a parody of Daredevil because it's these wacky turtles, mutant turtles doing these epic things, you know? So Turtles has always had a bit of that wackiness in it. And I guess, you know, some people just get caught up in, I like my Turtles serious. So every iteration has to tailor to what I am used to, which, you know, I get that mindset. I definitely do. There are some brands that have rebooted, and I've been a little frustrated towards the decisions they have made, but I've learned that if it's not for me, just don't tune in. You know, I don't have to be there and constantly yelling at them to fix this, change this, do that, when it's their vision that they want to give to us. Now, hey, if it is a situation where they are giving us something that's not my cup of tea, but at the same time, they don't have heart in it, they don't have a vision that they want to tell, they just want to put something out for the sake of doing it and for the sake of looking cool, then that deserves criticism. But I don't think that's the case with, I think these guys legitimately had a project that they were very passionate about, yet it just happened to be a bit controversial. And it was bold and it was refreshing to me. It really was. I did, yes, go into Rise a bit iffy, but I was way more confident in giving a new version of the Turtles a chance after seeing what the 2012 show did for me. One thing that Rise definitely did for me is it always inspired me creatively and in terms of how it went about its art and its animation and the way that it embraced the medium that it was in. This is the way that they interpreted these years of source material, and they boiled it down and they were like, hey, what do we like about Ninja Turtles? Let's pick and choose what parts of the lore mean to us, what parts we feel we can twist and change to make into something that's fresh and new for somebody to check out. Nickelodeon let another one slip. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know business and all of that. I can just talk about what I feel, and I feel sad and angry and upset, and it's really, really, really disheartening that this keeps happening to so many creators at Nickelodeon. I'm not sure their reasoning behind it. I'm guessing they didn't sell enough toys, you know, a Young Justice situation. I'm guessing the ratings might have had something to do with that, but I mean, what did you expect with the lack of promotion, really? It's, I don't know, my mind's all over the place, but I definitely want to talk about this show more, and I want to get a more proper video out. This is just kind of a real raw discussion, just off the dome talking about it. Maybe I'll do a few scripted videos about certain episodes. Let's talk about the legacy of Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What did this show mean to you? What did it do for you? What did you take away from it? And please refrain from negativity. If you didn't like the show, that's fine. It's totally fine. I don't really care to hear, you know, like, this is a good move, now we can move on to something else, It's not about that. If you want to have that conversation, there's a time and a place for that. We're here to honor those who worked on this show. Speak your minds and go off in the comment section below. We'll have a discussion about it. Like this video, share it around with your friends so we can get this discussion around about Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, have more people aware of this show that flew under the radar, very unfortunately, as I feel that despite it not having the universal love that some of the past series have gotten, I think it definitely deserved a chance to run as long as the previous iterations for the fans that did enjoy it. And I feel like the show grew, the fan base grew, and it will continue to grow even after cancellation because, like I said, it introduced people that have never seen Ninja Turtles into the brand. and it's some people's first introduction to the Turtles. So while it might not have a lot of the core fan base that was from past versions of the Turtles, it's created its own fan base. It's growing and will probably grow to the same size as the traditional fan base. So yeah, that's all I have to say on it. We'll definitely talk about this show some more. I love you guys. Thank you, everybody who worked on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And yeah, keep it real, eat your pizza, and cowabunga, dudes.